welcome back, gentlemen. Thank you for jumping into this wonderful catastrophe that we'd like to call D&D. Very happy to have most of you all here. Most of the party, in fact, is here. Thank you, John. We are going to jump right into it because there's either a lot of stuff a lot of time that needs to pass, or a lot of things that could potentially happen today. And we best get to it. So, when last we left, the party had chosen to take part in a couple celebrations that were occurring in Frostfollow after their eventual victory over a resurrected Temple of Yuan-Ti had been laying siege to the building, or to the town, excuse me, after dealing with the foul demigod below the temple and reporting back on their victory. Not only were they able to secure safety for the town, but were actually able to revive their dead companion, Krenor, the Deep Gnome cleric, devout of Pelor, who fell rather early on in one of the initial battles the party had against the Yuan-Ti. However, several disturbing insights came about. Donaar, your Dragonborn Paladin friend, normally someone who is able to sleep quite soundly and easily throughout the night, began to have dark dreams pertaining to his past. So Donaar, who had previously been hinted at that the potential true cure for whatever ails Krenor might lie where he fears to go most. Some ties to his days before joining the party, and has made apparent his desire to act upon these dreams and visions and travel back to his homeland. The party enthusiastically agreed that they should join Donaar in this, however, debated whether or not they should head west first back to Andor to collect their reward from Tanamarsk, one of the stewards of the city who had sent them on this initial adventure. Before they could finish that argument, Rethenir, after receiving some sort of dream vision from his god, the great judge, the Lord of Light, Kelemvor, was immediately struck with the desire to rid himself of the dark blade he had been carrying since the fall of Xandal. Apparently the blade wasn't happy with that.
Blade can go fuck itself.
As it lashed out psychically at both Rethenir and Donaar, temporarily taking over Donaar and causing him to strike out, damaging Rethenor a little bit and causing Donaar to stay stunned for several rounds, due in large part to Donaar's rather high ability to roll saving throws.
3 and 4.
I had so many other things planned. You rolled really well, despite
Only
that.
for the first one.
Right, I had
Got
things
some really
planned.
shitty rolls in there, but
No, the first one was the most important one.
I'm sure.
That was whether or not he had access to all of your abilities.
Oh. Divine Smite! Go! That's pretty awesome.
Miracle. I mean, don't do that.
That's why you got stunned on the roll of a 25.
Oh.
But, the party wasn't able to unattune Rethenir from the blade through the use of a lesser restoration spell, and the blade now sits in the nebulous void that is the Bag of Holding. The party was given a sealed letter from Lawmaster Esfil Tallstag, and was once again thanked, as well as paid, after a very long and rather drawn-out debate onto whether they should get paid or not. And who should get paid or not. nonetheless, gold was given out, and the party is left. It is left up to you. What do you do? Where would you like to go? The path is open in front of you.
Well, I'm the new guy, and we're basically just drinking buddies at this point.
Little buddies.
So I take all your words for it.
So
By the way,
where are we right now?
By the way, so you guys are in this town of Frostfollow. You are outside of Lawmaster Tallstag's square estate. It is the morning. I'd say it's not even 10 o'clock in the morning yet. You guys have just finished accepting, those of you who did accept the gold. And also, Ethanir, throughout all of this, there is a rather handsome-looking white-haired elf that you didn't really have any interaction with, and also wasn't there when you went out to go help the town inter the dead.
Okay.
Does he also make strange sounds?
Sorry, I'm not actually doing that in world. It's just for flavor.
Nonetheless, I look at you like, and I feel like we were about to make introductions before we were sidetracked by an evil and sentient blade that wished to possess us to kill each other and others.
You say that like you had no part in that at all.
Oh, I bear full responsibility for taking the thing among us. But I deemed it more useful than dangerous. And it was useful. To a point.
Can I... you know what? You seem like a person, a genuine person, so...
Unless the sword possessed him.
Unless the sword possessed you, in which case...
It has done no such thing.
That's the sword... In which case, that's the sword's problem, isn't it? Still. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, hi, I'm Sylvarin. I'm new to these parts. You know, looking to learn about the world. Maybe more dangerous daggers.
And where do you hail from originally?
I hail from... Oh gosh, I forgot.
Myrefall.
I hail from Myrefall.
Do I know what that is? Or where that is?
Of course you know where it is. It's east of the Ustazi Sea. Between the province
Oh, hey, I think I left the
Gelspur
map on the other page.
and Dndnaturalfun in the country of Kurtzfaust.
Ah,
Oh, okay. I know that place.
Sorry though, I didn't mean to get away.
Ethanir, do you also recognize that is that the name is Elven? And it means the small piece.
and have you ever been to or journeyed to the Empire?
No, I haven't. I don't know that much
Curious.
about the Empire, I'm afraid.
Well, there is much to know about it.
Maybe you could teach me.
The history and culture of the Empire has never been my speciality, but if you wish to learn more about the Lord Kellamvor...
I can't help but feel like I set you up for that one.
And that was how he snapped back into when we stopped last session.
Are we near the border? I think we're near the border.
Of what?
Kurtzfaust.
No.
I thought that was east.
We're in Kurtzfaust.
That's what I meant.
And Kurtzfaust extends east for quite some way.
Yeah, I know. We're going east.
We're not near a border, Donaar.
No, okay, I forgot we were in Kurtzfaust.
Andor was near the border.
Okay, so we're near the western border of Kurtzfaust with the Empire.
If
like
you
it
consider a
was-
week's
yeah,
travel
it was on
near,
So the Empire is south.
That's what I meant. I meant the south border.
It's across several giant bodies of water.
No, not the Rashik Empire.
Oh, it's the Rashik Empire, Bert, Zonglager, Kurtzfaust.
What part is Ondor in?
Gondor is in the westernmost section of Kurtzfaust.
Ah. I get it now. This is Donaar saying it. He's just speaking out loud. The sword's talking to him again.
In
But yeah,
fairness, I helped draw the map, so I guess I have a better sense of where things might be, but... Anyway.
I know 2 parts of the map. I know all the way to the right, and Ondor's little bit.
There are borders.
Anywho.
Yeah.
Before we
Sorry, I'm back.
leave town, I just wanted to hit up Matron Anita and see if she might have the components, the material components available for the legend lore spell.
Ah.
That being the spicy, expensive incense and
I remember. Yeah. I was just looking up the gold, how much of the gold prices of things.
Yeah.
Rathy!
Yes.
While you're out, can you get a diamond worth 300 gold again?
Maybe.
Okay, thank you.
Right, so you get there. Interesting note, over the course of the night, the ice has not melted nearly as much as you thought it would be. Now, Kurtzfaust itself is not a very hot or humid place, and you guys are in kind of the transitionary season from, like, early autumn to late autumn. That being said, the ice is still around in a rather significant fashion. But you walk in, and you knock first, and after waiting a moment or two, the small matronly gnome opens the door to greet you, gives you a little smile.
Matron.
And what do I owe this rather recent visit?
I do not mean to disturb your rest. If you prefer that I come back later, I certainly can.
As long as you don't ask me to do anything too interesting, I think we should be fine.
Well, I suppose that depends how interesting you consider the incense and ivory that those in our line of work might use to cast the legend lore spell, and whether you have any on hand that I might purchase.
Well, let me see what I have in the back. She runs around for a bit. We got about 5 minutes or so. She invites you in, by the way. She doesn't leave you standing outside and like on the other step. She invites you in. And it's the first time you've been in there during the day. And it is begrudgingly beautiful. As a fervent devout of the great judge, you can't help but be constantly reminded of the decades of tension between the two factions of deities that deal with death. And despite the overarching agreement and focus on the eradication and on the eradication of undeath and its perversion towards the cycle of life, it is still up to the individual and how much they let go of the prejudices and preconceptions that existed before such agreements were made. But it is stark. It is simplistic. One might almost think pragmatic in terms, as close as that word can be applied to religious iconography. You know what I'm trying to say. And imagery. But you wait about 5 minutes or so, and she shows back up. Fortunately, it seems that I am give you half of what you need. As she holds out 4 ivory strips. Appears that I myself am a little low on the incense, but I would ask that you give an appropriate donation.
Of course. I'm not here to squabble over costs with you.
I'd figured, but I wanted to make sure just the same.
And I am certain that any donation to this beautiful place and to your noble self will be put to good use. So I'm gonna pull out 300 gold.
Oh, all right. She
And pass it to her.
eyebrow kind of cocks a little bit. There is an unfortunate amount of work ahead of me, but it's nice to know that not all of the great judges' acolytes are as single-minded as I remember.
Well, your wisdom has illuminated much that was once dark to me.
Now, don't thank me too much. I'll be asking you to switch sides soon. Now,
Then I
if you
might have to try to kill you.
young elf. May his light be with you. And she kind of gives you a bow and then kind of looks towards the door.
Thank you, matron.
Travel safe, Rathanir.
I nod and walk out.
About 15 minutes later, Rathanir comes back to you guys.
Hello. I didn't get a diamond.
Okay. Help
But I
Frederick.
do need to find some incense. Do any of you have any particularly valuable incense?
I do not.
Oh, I don't have this anymore.
No?
I have a really big heart.
Is that incense?
I don't know. Can you burn it?
Anyway, do we all have what we need, or should we set out on this journey?
Well, have we decided where we're going first?
I thought
I'm going east.
East, yeah.
Well, which one is closer?
West.
Are you sure?
South.
Ondor is about a week's travel away, and Donaar, how far is your home from here?
On horseback, month on foot, month and a half.
So why don't we go to Ondor and procure supplies for a month's worth of travel?
Because
With
I
the
don't have
reward
time
money.
to do that, Malin.
But you have a month to travel.
We
I
have
have.
what the Lawmaster has seen fit to dispense is significantly greater than whatever reward lies or waits for us in Ondor. Whatever evil threatens your homeland you feel is imminent, I think our reward can wait.
I agree.
Well, if everyone except me agrees, I'll have no choice.
You are free to do as you will.
Well, Rethi. Seems like some of the darkness is cleared from your eyes. You can see a little better, make better decisions. Some sort of balance being kept intact.
Thank you.
So we ride east?
Do we have horses?
I mean, we got those 3 that I so graciously procured for us.
And Gargax. Who I spent 10 minutes to summon when Rethi was looking.
Is there any other business we wish to finish in town?
I believe we're ready to go.
And did we want to go back to the temple and check it out? Like when there's not a bunch of people there trying to kill us?
Wait, why?
Yeah.
I'll just see if there's any shiny stuff we missed, or I don't know. Whatever.
We did
No.
leave in a hurry.
I don't think. I think the whole fact of the matter here is that there's more bad stuff happening somewhere else that's far away, and we should probably, you know,
Well, he did say
get there hastily.
not now, at some point, Haruki.
Yeah, okay, but it's like a month's worth of travel. A couple hours isn't going to kill it.
Look, you guys go, and I already did this, but just because we started earlier in the day, I'll do the 8-hour plank road thing while they go check it out.
We don't. I mean,
No,
we don't
we
have to go.
go
We don't have to
now.
go there if we don't think there's any value in it.
I mean,
We
I'm
have-
doing the 8-hour plank growth before we leave.
Rethanir. Actually, all of you make just a general intelligence check.
Hey, how smart are we?
Or I want to see, or it's a insight. I'm gonna say
Insight?
Insight.
Insight. Ooh, I'm
Can
so
it
much
be
better.
intelligence? Can it be
Insight
intelligence?
is
Not good.
21.
A total of 1.
Ooh.
It was a 2 minus 1 because you changed it to insight.
Sylvarin, unfortunately, your insight doesn't matter as much because you don't really know the temple they're talking about, even though you.
Suckers. See, it didn't even matter.
Rethanir, you remember going through. You guys did a pretty good job on the whole, cleaning out the temple. There might have been a couple spots you guys didn't get to. You know, which is definitely, you know, if you deem it worthy to go back and check those things, you certainly can. But there was, if I remember correctly, and someone call me out if I don't, you guys rolled fairly well in most of your investigation checks. Please.
Not
But-
Donaar, that's all I know.
But you didn't explore the whole temple, so
There might be those 3 brood guards in that one room still.
Yeah, I really don't think we need to deal with those.
Okay, that's fine.
and they all
Oh.
have a hard on for Krenor for some reason.
Oh,
Whoa, wait, what?
didn't know you were
Before-
into that, Donaar.
Before we leave, can I go to the armory?
Sure.
I'm giving them the glaive because screw this walking stick.
Okay. You walk with a glaive that is taller than you are.
Yeah.
Where do you go? What armory do you? What is?
Is there an armory in town?
Make an investigation check.
Ah!
An armory and a
Oh.
blacksmith are different things.
Yes, I know. I'm trying to give it to people to use.
And you might want to go to the
use it?
blacksmith, because weapons
Ruthie,
are
do you
made by
tell me this?
blacksmiths. No.
Then I go to the armory.
What'd you roll?
4.
4? Okay. You guys will sit around for the next 2 hours as Donaar wanders off with his giant overgrown walking stick, asking around. No one's like the places that people point you to. You get there and they're either destroyed or just completely abandoned to the point where it's almost unrecognizable. You get frustrated enough up to the point where you like sweaty, like out of breath because you're just kind of like stressed and you've been like half like jogging around in like your frustration to just get rid of this stupid thing. You just wanted to drop this off. You just want to do a nice thing. Why is doing a nice thing so difficult? But you finally go up to the square estate and you knock on the door and one of the guards there lets you in. You mentioned this to the lawmaster and she says, well, considering that my home is now both the main basis of operation of the town and a triage hospital, why don't you just go put it in that corner over there?
I go put it in the corner.
You like awkwardly step over several bodies of people that are like lying there.
I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna ask her, do you have any use of this whatsoever?
potentially use it for a barricade, or maybe as a... Where did you get this thing?
We killed this really big snake thing, lizard.
Oh, from the
Thing.
temple.
Yeah. It came with this necklace.
Do we need the necklace to use the thing?
I don't think so. I think this is just a glaive.
It's rather unwieldy for any of our soldiers.
I mean,
Maybe we can... You know what? If it came from there, it can serve as a warning.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll put it in the corner.
Okay. Carefully step over all of the injured folk that are kind of lying around the main hall.
I do have a question, though, as I walk away.
Of course.
So, my longsword is my main weapon.
Mhm.
But is there any magnetic pull from the necklace to the glaive that's resting precariously in the corner?
No.
Okay, good.
Did you attune to the necklace or no?
Yeah, because remember overnight we talked about this after.
That's right. There's a slight pull.
Does it knock the glaive over into anyone? Is what I'm asking.
No, it was the
Okay,
magnetic
good.
pull was more from the fact that it was two different people holding the different things. It is
Gotcha.
not like an actual like. If you move X amount of feet, the thing just awkwardly follows you like a puppy.
Okay, gotcha.
Although that does place some interesting attunement items in my head for the future.
You're welcome.
All right.
And then I'll
So-
head back and do the 8-hour thing.
Okay. All right. So after disappearing for 2 hours, Donaar comes back and informs you that he now wishes to spend another 8 hours enriching the land.
Donaar,
What's up?
how urgent was this feeling?
Very, but I agree with Rethi. I want to make sure, and my feeling, I think, is that this place needs assistance.
Okay, but I will default to your judgment on this, but in my
Look,
experience, when things are urgent, it's better to get there quickly.
Yes, I agree. So we can ride a little bit harder, but this town needs assistance where it can
It
get
was
it.
just a suggestion.
I nod.
Okay. Donaar sits down and concentrates. And for the next 8 hours, spends the time enriching the land within a half-mile radius of where he is. Do you just sit down in the middle of town? Or do you go to the same spot you went before, where they were more of their agriculture?
I'll go more agriculture.
Hold on.
He's looking up agriculture.
He's looking for the agriculture.
But yeah, after this, Donaar's good to go.
Gets his wheat plants ready.
No, I would like to spend 8 hours
Okay.
looting body.
While he is doing that, is there anything the rest of you wish to do? Are you going to wait around?
Yeah,
and collect
I just want
yourselves?
to try to find incense and see if Melora's temple has any.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, as Rethi's doing that, I'm gonna spend some time looting corpses around town.
Oh, such a Malin thing.
Okay. Malin, roll an investigate. Let's roll an investigation check.
Six.
Okay. You spend about half that time going around. More bodies than you thought have already been either taken care of, moved, like into either places to be interred, put on, burned through pyres, depending on the various religious beliefs or desires of the family, or just didn't have anything on them. You get about 15 gold pieces.
I take it.
Okay. Methanir, are you searching or are you asking around? Like, I'm essentially giving you the option. Do you want to go investigation or do you want to charisma based?
I'll check out the temple first. And if I don't find any there, then I'll go asking around.
Okay, so make an investigation check.
With guidance, because I'm bad at investigation. Oh, 18.
All right, 18. Sorry, I just didn't want him to scratch on the door. Okay. You go through the temple, and let's see. All right. You find, after digging and spending a good amount of time, not as much as Malin, but like a good thorough amount, I'd say close to 3 hours, diligently combing through the temple.
And neatening it up, too, as I do.
As you do. The bodies have already been taken care of. They have been moved away, it seems, in your guys' absence. You find 100 gold worth.
Okay. I will leave 100 gold in the temple.
And it will certainly go towards the temple.
It may.
Okay. Alright. But, I mean, after that, the temple is picked clean. Neat. Nice. But stark of most things.
Alright, and then I will go asking around town for more.
Let's make a general charisma check.
Also with guidance. 12.
12. You ask around, and people, the few people that you're able to talk to for the next hour and a half or so, that are able to give you any information whatsoever, point you back towards both the Matron's Abode and Melora's Temple.
Alright. Fine.
However, it's always the thing that next time you're at a place of civilization, you can always inquire.
And I will.
Alright. Is there anything else you guys wish to accomplish?
Does Julian's magic shop still exist?
That was a pile of rubble last time you found it.
Ah, that's right. Then never mind.
Alright, so next 8 hours pass. You guys all rest for the evening. Morning, you go to bed early. You guys got a lot of your stuff done early in the day. You wake up in the morning, feel anxious, ready to go. What do you do?
Okay. I'm ready to go east as soon as everyone else is.
I pick new spells.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
I take a point off my exhaustion thing.
Nice.
For being dead.
No, just
Bam.
to stay safe, I'll keep.
While they're doing that, Breezy, am I still tracking corruption, or...
Yes, you are.
Okay. And I don't have any, like, visible effects from that yet?
You're a bit pale, but you already kind of were a little pale.
Yeah.
You don't look healthy, but it's more just like he could have a cold. It could just be him. Nothing overt yet.
Okay.
So, we should head out.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, how are you guys traveling? You have
East.
3 horses, 1 Gygax, and there are 4, 5. That leaves 2 people without any mode of transportation.
Donaar's on Gargak.
That leaves 1 person with no mode of transportation.
I mean, Savarin's the new guy, right?
Who do I get to ride with? That was a question.
I put him on my back.
Oh,
not.
no.
Gargax is not going to hold a Dragonborn and another tall being.
You can ride with me if you so choose.
Didn't Krenor already grab me, or what am I?
Donaar is a gnome that was already riding on a spectrally summoned elk that
Okay.
that Donaar had him
Then
on.
your joke was lost on me. Haruki it is. Thank
Okay.
you.
Haruki, your horse will be carrying 2 medium-sized creatures, one of them decked out in scale mail armor. It's gonna have a tough time keeping up a fast pace for an extended period of time.
Question, actually. So Gargax is a large creature, could he hold 2 medium-sized? I really don't know. I just know he's...
Let me check something.
He has a strength of 16.
Let me check something.
If not, I can animal handle the shit out of this horse.
Yeah, I don't think the issue is
No one
getting the
asked
horse
you.
to do it.
I'm just saying.
Ralphie, I don't think it's the mental aspect that we're talking about right now.
It's okay, we can just use enhanced ability on it. It'll be fun.
Oh yeah, we could try that.
So a horse is considered a large beast, so Gygax is bigger than a horse.
Okay.
So,
If your abilities
fortunately,
are enhanced for more than
No, it's
4.
fine. I wanted to ask just to...
no, it's a good question.
Or is
There's no such thing as a bad question.
Well,
So
Said a wise man.
it's not gonna. It doesn't automatically make you have to travel at a slow pace, but keep in mind that your horse in particular, if you exclusively ride with Sylvarin this whole time, riding it at a fast pace for more than like a day is going to be tough
Okay.
on the horse.
What if we
What?
change out who he rides with every day?
You might have to. You might have to see what happens.
No,
Should
I mean,
we
I'm saying this
buy-
out loud, like as Donaar.
Oh, okay.
What if we...
Could we buy another horse?
Well, I think. I mean, I thought we only got 3 when I asked for horses.
That was all the horses.
Yeah.
Yet.
Oh, that was all. Okay.
You guys aren't in Andor. You guys aren't in a vast metropolitan
Right.
area. You're in a recently barely not destroyed town.
Are there other towns on the way that we don't know about?
Would we pass past Trostalo?
No, it's the other
Trostalo
one.
is back to the east.
Aren't we headed east?
nope.
I'm sorry, west. Trostalo is back to the west. Trostalo is back to the west.
Gotcha. Okay, Roger.
None that you.
I mean, if we don't know, we don't know. It's fine.
You would have been too young to really pay attention.
That's fine.
when I was
Listen, I got an intelligence of 0 and wisdom -1. I'm okay with anything you say.
a young boy.
I mean, trying to think.
Breezy, really, it's fine.
No, I'm trying to think of other people's stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
I found
Yeah,
you.
no, not a lot of you have a huge amount of experience over in this area. In this area of Kurtzfaust. So there might be. You have to, as you travel.
So west we go. I mean,
no,
east we go.
While we're walking.
Riding.
Yeah, that's what I meant. While we're riding, while our horses are walking, or riding, jogging, I'm gonna ask Is Haruki basically the only person without a magical weapon? I think so, right? Breathy, you have a magical weapon?
I do.
Okay, hey,
I can make people's weapons magical.
I don't know if my weapon.
Hey, Haruki.
Does it
So-
matter that I have a weapon?
So I have 2 necklaces on right now, and my neck's getting a little, like... It's cumbersome. The necklace that I got from the glaive guy, he, it makes your stuff magical. Do you want it?
What do you mean by magical?
It makes your weapon magical. I don't know how to explain this. It makes it go stronger. More painful.
Cut deeper, strike more accurately.
That.
Become resistant to the normal effects of wear and tear that mundane
Oh.
weapons suffer.
I got this. You see what happened to my great shield and how, acid destroyed it?
Huh.
Yeah, it'll stop that.
Breezy question.
Mm-hmm.
How would I react to this? Would I take it as an insult? Or would I not understand it and go with whatever these new people are saying?
You wouldn't see the significance of what they're saying.
Okay.
They seem to be saying it in a helpful manner. They don't seem to be saying it in a derogatory, judgmental manner. But you don't understand why they seem to be putting such a significance on this quote-unquote magicalness.
Okay. Then I will shoot a blank smile back at Donaar and say,
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, here's another example. I take out my nicked longsword and I take out my magical longsword. Both of these attacked the same thing. This is what happens if it's not magical, and I showed the nick one. And this is what happens if it's magical, and I show the really, really good shiny one.
One sword's clearly a better quality than the other.
Yeah, it makes it better quality. Breathy, does that work?
I will accept your gift.
Okay, I go to take the necklace off,
Okay.
but it doesn't come off. Hold on. I'm having a... Hold on, I got this. Probably the
Are
same
you
thing that
alright there,
happened.
Donaar?
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Remove Curse on it. On the necklace.
Would Donaar be...
I thought you said that he knew it was,
Oh, you're right. No, you're right. Yes. No, you're
He
right.
knew that it was something bad, but he just didn't know what it was.
Okay, so you cast Remove Curse on it. And
I mean, if you're saying that he didn't know that, that's...
And he goes... Like this comes off in your hand.
So you see just a glow of energy. I don't tell you what I cast, but you see a glow of energy in my hand. Then I just take off the necklace and give it to you.
Huh. I kind of, while still looking at him smiley dumbly, I kind of just put it on.
Do the other magic casters in the group recognize that he used to remove curse?
Any caster who would like to make an Arcana check can.
I would not.
God damn it!
Natural one.
Oh, this is such a Donaar thing.
Malin? Divine Magic's weird.
Yep. It's, oh man.
Donaar, I was going to wait that until he decided to attune to it.
Never mind. Delete, Ralphie. Delete. Don't listen to that.
Sure. Okay. Well, the necklace is now on, and I kind of just smile at Donaar wholeheartedly, sure, whatever, crazy lizard man.
Whoa! Racist!
No, I don't say that.
racist.
I don't
Ooh,
say
boy.
that. That's the expression.
Oh yeah, I don't understand the expression.
Now, Ralphie, here's my question. Because I'm assuming that you guys are going to be traveling for the rest of the day.
Mhm.
I'm asking you as a player, because this is an attunable item. Are you attuning to it?
I wouldn't understand what a tuning was.
No, that's why I'm asking you as a player.
Yeah. Oh, do I?
Into your game.
Yes.
I mean, okay, well, how would that... If Haruki as a character needs to make a thought process and actively doing that, then no, he wouldn't.
It's more you have to spend time concentrating on it, like with it. So like if you were essentially like I'm asking like do you think about the necklace for the next hour?
Sure.
Okay. Then you can I will send you the link for it. And are you guys what pace are you guys traveling at?
I would prefer medium to fast, but it's all about what the horses can handle.
Can we just like put Krenor in the bag of holding and then?
Yeah, I don't think with the light drinker in there.
It'll be fine.
Krenor,
Also,
just don't touch the sword.
Also, apparently I have in my bag a set of mithril scale mail. Anyone want that?
You don't know it's mithril.
Apparently I have in my bag some scale mail. Anyone want that?
It's fancy, it's very shiny.
So shiny.
I mean, my rusted plate is better.
I mean, you guys picked up a lot of stuff in the temple and spent no time with any of it.
Breathy, we can look at it when we camp tonight.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys set off at a medium pace for the day. Does anybody wish to keep? So because you guys have a long way to travel, I would like you guys to ask anybody who wishes to, for the next 4 days of travel, if anybody would like to make just a general perception check with like 2 people.
I became.
Okay,
No.
so Rathanir and Haruki, you can either make individual checks or one can give the other advantage.
Give me advantage.
Get you a little later, man.
Sure.
Do individual.
I
Do
will
individual.
give Rathan
Individual.
advantage.
Alright. With guidance. If I may.
Absolutely.
Ooh, baby. 28.
28. All right. Next couple days, travel is fairly easy. To average closer to 28 miles a day as opposed to 24. There is a rather well-marked road that you were able to follow for several days to the west, or to the east. Sorry,
To the east.
yes.
To the right.
It's a bugbear.
Yes, 3 bugbears that show out of nowhere and rip your arm.
Classic.
And you travel. So each square 6. You guys
Half a
travel.
hex.
Well, you guys are already like halfway through the square. Is it because you square each hex was 60 miles? I forget.
Each hex
Oh, you
is
said hex.
each hex is 60 miles was the scale I had in mind when I made the thing. So.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you get about there. A fair distance. But
In 1 day or in 4 days?
in 4 days. Well, in 4 days you would have traveled. You would get to about the second hex. You do lose some time having to ford this river.
I have water walk.
Okay.
I can cast it as a ritual.
Can you?
So I do.
Okay, which is why it takes so much time. Is that you all wait there as 10 minutes at a time. He casts it on all the horses.
I can cast it on 8 things at once.
Oh, really? Damn, that spells awesome.
Wait, hang on. No,
Breathy,
up to 10
what-
willing creatures. So yeah, it can be up to 10 things. So.
Breathy, why are you casting this spell? The pond's like 2 feet wide.
Shut up!
It's a river large enough to be on a map this scale.
Touche.
But it takes some time, and you finish the 4th day on easternmost bank of this healthily moving river.
That was a little unsettling.
Why? This is a gift of the Lord.
Just not used to it.
I see that much about this world remains strange to you.
Correct.
Is there something you wish to know more about?
How? How did you do that?
Oh no.
What are you?
Kellenborg, the Lord of Light and Darkness, has granted me access to many wondrous abilities. I invoke his will and his power.
And is that how all of you do the things you do?
No, Kalmvor has nothing to do with me.
Oh. So, how?
Literally only Rethenir cares about Kellenvor.
Oh. Okay.
I am actually a demigod.
What? Okay, that's news to me.
Insane. No, I'm kidding.
I'm here
believe
to
you.
take you back to your universe, Haruki. Take my hand. I pulled my old man hand out
Your old man.
with my old man strength.
Insight? Check?
Sure, roll an insight check.
Do I roll
Roll a
John,
deception check.
deception?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That would be 7.
Oh. Really?
Nor would you roll.
Oh, -2. Fuck. 3.
It's a slippery character, but you get the sense that there doesn't seem to be. You've seen the religious imagery that Krenor has worn and espoused. It seems sun-based and not what you're used to.
I don't think it was you who called me here.
But I'm putting you back. And I'm just smiling. Like, okay, it's a joke.
I kind of pat him on the head.
I am insulted by you patting me on the head.
My apologies.
I'm not a toy.
It was not what I intended. Tea? Would you like some tea?
We're riding.
Well, sure, if you can do it while we're riding.
Um,
If you can do it while we're riding.
we would have to stop for a little bit.
Well, it is late. We just crossed that river. Do you wish to camp?
I have no issues with it.
If it's getting dark, sure.
Is it getting dark? Question mark?
It's 9 in the morning.
Awkward.
It's getting close. It's dusk.
Oh.
It's you figure you maybe have 15-20 minutes left, or no, let's say a full half hour before the sun sets completely.
Bless you.
We can go a little bit further and then stop. But if you guys want to stop now and just start a little earlier, that's fine too.
I find the song of the river soothing.
As do I.
DM?
Mhm.
Since it's been a couple days and we've been heading out, have I gotten any other feelings or anything?
No.
Okay, then I'm just gonna... Yeah, we're good with what we're doing.
So tea.
Oh.
How many people are indulging?
I'd like to cast guidance for T.
I'm gonna sit by the river.
Okay.
Hands, tea. Who wants?
Who wants tea?
Yeah. Would you like a cup?
Sure.
1. Reth
That's
in here? 2?
That's 3. Krenor
3.
and Reth are
I'm raising my hand.
Is this
4.
people tea?
So 4 cups. Donaar, would you care for any?
No,
Are you sure?
thank you. Yeah.
Are
And
you sure you're sure?
And I go sit underneath a tree that's on the bank of the river.
5 cups
Oh,
of tea.
I can hear Green Day playing.
Haruki, make a tea check.
Oh boy! I forgot what.
Is this the first check?
It is a performance check with proficiency.
Performance check with proficiency. So that's a +8 total.
Natural.
Ooh, so did I have guidance on that?
You did.
It is an ability check.
So is that plus a D4?
It is.
Oh boy, guys. Less
The
oh
lag
boy,
guys here.
guys. 20.
20. Using some of your own materials, as that is what you have on you. You do not purchase any specific or inquire as to any specific teas from beforehand. It is a fine, classic green tea. It is aromatic. It is on a day. The days have been warm during the day and very cold at night. As soon as the sun sets, it's like that classic late fall. Is how it's been feeling these past couple days. So as soon as the sun sets, it gets very, very frigid. But Haruki is able to get a fire going, and before the food is cooked, which I would love to know where it's coming from, by the way, as there has been no mention of buying provisions.
Create food and water. Clerics are great.
Just wanted to clarify that somebody was doing it. I didn't
You wanted to clarify.
Oh,
God, come on.
oh god.
Yeah, I marked up a 3rd level spell for the day.
I poison Krenor's tea.
Oh no.
With sugar.
Protection from poison! No, I'm kidding.
I
It
give you
is
diabetes.
it is a very fine, Haruki, you're very proud. This is, in your mind, a good traditional example of your peoples and your culture.
I said they're glowing.
Is something wrong with your skin?
Hmm?
You're glowing.
Oh, I dismissed the light spell.
And
I just know you struggle to see in the dark, so I was trying to make it a little easier for you to see what you were doing.
a little later on, I do deliver a cup of tea to Donaar.
I'll take it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Uh-oh. Oh no.
That was such a scary typing.
Yeah, I was like, oh god.
Could you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I just didn't want to interrupt whatever was going on.
Oh, we were all like,
Yeah, we heard the typing and we were all like, oh jeez. How many people are gonna die?
And then it just said, Breezy's typing, and then it just disappeared for a second.
Oh yeah, it says that you're typing in the chat, so...
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, so now I've got this shiny set of mithril scale mail armor. Does anybody want it?
What's special about mithril scale mail?
Well, funny you should ask.
You're so fucking...
Okay, so scale mail normally imposes disadvantage on stealth checks. This version doesn't. And also it's like particularly light and can, like, I believe can be worn under other clothing without being particularly noticeable. So
Okay, and
I tend to think, and this is also up to you guys, but I tend to think for the heavier versions of that, there is still like a bulk element to it. But yes, it is like if you wanted to wear like flowing.
it's slimmer than the normal version up there.
so
Right?
it's not Frodo's mithril.
No,
No.
that'd be like
what
that.
size is it?
What size is it?
Well, Mr. Rethenir, Mr. Magic Man from a magically inclined empire, you would know that it is currently sized for a medium-sized creature. you understand that magical items over time will fit the wearer that they need.
So this is also a magical mithril because I just have it in my notes as it's mithril scale mail, but
Let me look up what I had in my notes.
Hey, Rethy.
yes.
Since it, I don't know, it just looks puny to me. Do you think it'll, Hey, I'm a medium creature. Does it look like it protects me more than the plate?
Perhaps more elegantly.
But, so are you saying it protects the same amount?
You'll look good getting hit.
I
So-
already
the
look
way
good
you
getting hit.
So this is what you know, Bethanier.
Okay.
It is so specifically mithril chain shirts and breastplates can be worn under normal clothes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Other sets of armor still it is, as you said, slimmer and more flexible, but it is not. It'd be
Gotcha.
like awkward to put armor on. This one, because it is not attunable, it does not shift size, so it is a set of medium. It would fit like a medium-sized creature. Taken to a specific enchanter of a sufficient level, it could be possible to change that, but that would be a very, very specialized person.
Gotcha.
And on a scale of like 1 to 20, what armor class would it be?
14.
That's basically what I was asking Rethy when I said doesn't protect
I
me
know.
the same matter-wise.
No, it'll be less than plate for you.
Nah, I'm good. Who cares about stealth, Rethy?
Not me. Just have this thing in my inventory. You know, if anyone wants it.
Ah, well. Why don't you? What do I wear? Let me check.
I don't know.
Let me-
What do you wear?
Down at my body.
Make a perception check.
Do I know what Krenor wears?
Well. Why don't you bring that on over here?
Oh, I know exactly what it looks like.
I'm done for the night. So this is attunement, right?
No,
Oh shit, it's not attunement, but it's
No.
magical.
no, that's what I was saying before. Is that
Sorry.
it is because it is not attunable. It will not change size with the wearer.
Oh, it will not change size.
Yes.
Never mind.
You have to bring it to either an enchanter or a blacksmith, both of which probably have to be pretty darn specialized in their abilities.
Never mind.
Question, because I can't find a picture of this. Krenor wearing it, is it like in Helm's Deep when Gimli wears the scale and he goes down to the floor?
It is, but it never gets past that part where he's trying to get it past his chest and flops to the just kind of stops there. So it's,
Okay.
so it just kind of like continues to bunch up because it's scale mail, so it's kind of like what the Blackwater Knights wear in Game of Thrones.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's like that like fish scaly pattern. So it's much more bulky than chain.
Okay. Gotcha.
But this specific set is much more slimmer and seems to be would allow a greater freedom of movement.
So on Krenor, it looks like an awkward crop top.
I mean, I would say this: Krenor could wear it, but he would not benefit from the. He would be at a high disadvantage on his stealth rolls, and your speed would be reduced by 5.
My fellow adventurers. Something completely unrelated. Now, I have many spells of healing and helping, but I also have the ability to perhaps hamper an enemy's abilities or other forms of protection, and I was just doing a survey. What would you prefer I had?
Do you, perchance, Krenor, have any abilities or spells that bestow curses?
Curses? Well, I have a Bane-like spell.
No, but Less of a bane sort of spell and more of a bestowing of curses spell.
I can cure them.
I can bestow curses.
Very, very good. At least someone's useful.
I generally choose not to take that route.
Being useful. I've noticed.
Not a great way to get on with people you're sleeping next to.
Whatever keeps us healthier, that's something that I'm not too capable of outside of the realm of regular medicines and things. But nothing about here is necessarily regular.
Well, I could give a bonus to defenses of anyone that's married.
Presently married or previously married?
Willing to be bonded together in marriage.
I kind of sit there and think.
Looking closely at Donaar.
I'm just looking at the river.
I really wanted to use that spell as Forge for Knopshore and...
That's what I was thinking. Knopshore and fucking Hexy doing that spell.
Amazing.
It doesn't work.
I will say that my own lord's gifts tend towards the dispensation of justice and destruction of evildoers.
Who is your lord, by the way, Rethanir?
Shut up. So, if you wish to maintain the balance, consider that.
Nah, I'm a big fan of more light, you know what I'm saying?
Just don't let it blind you.
I'm not the one carrying around. Yeah, just. Yeah, what? Who?
That has to be Spencer.
Was that tea that good? Or I wouldn't have. Not reaction. I was.
All right, big boy. I'm saying that in real life. Okay, let's go on. Now.
I think we should talk about this. Is this going to be a problem in our tent?
That you guys have, because you've told me that you've bought camping supplies.
As I sleep, looking at the stars. Jeez, we really suck at these.
No.
My back hurts. I'm really old.
What are you talking about? Sleeping underneath the stars
Just cure your wounds yourself, you're good.
is nice.
Oh, yeah.
Also, we have a whole bevy of spells that make traveling, like, really easy, so...
I'm just waiting to be told that you use them, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can like, stone shape to make us little, like, Earth Nation tents, so I do that.
Do you have that
I sleep
prepared?
outside.
Not
Not the first night he doesn't.
the first night I don't, but the first time we get... After the first time we get rained on, I do.
Alright, fine.
It has not rained yet.
Then I don't.
Then what? Alright. If we're gonna play this game.
This isn't. These are things that
Alright,
are important to
here we go.
this.
Just assume we did things, dude.
I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, okay, sure.
Before we set
We won
out,
the campaign, guys. It was great.
before we set out, I would like then. I'm gonna. Here we go. Purify food and drink, and then
What are we purifying?
food and drink.
But do we have food and drink?
No.
Yes, I made it.
And then
Oh, you made it.
I'm gonna get rid.
Bethany has stated that he is preparing great food and water.
And Rethy,
Oh,
apparently
okay.
your food is dirty.
And then I have
Yeah.
create
Nonsense.
create or destroy water.
Hey John,
There
there's a
you
good
go.
third level spell.
Okay. I'm sorry that I'm being nitpicky about it, but because there was no mention of buying any type of supplies.
Right.
after-
No, you're right.
No,
we
we just fucking ran out the door.
We mentioned we had money to buy supplies, and
We had so
just
much
didn't-
money.
Breezy,
We're
you
fucking
remember
with you,
Clifton?
man.
He sold us a month's worth of supplies and then destroyed it all.
Okay. While we're sitting here at this river, can I fish in the river?
Third level.
As
we have
Prenora's
Oh,
casting
create food and water.
I'd
Whoops.
like to just collect water from the river. That's right next to us.
Do you have a vessel to collect? I'm assuming you have a couple wineskins or water skins.
My vessel is my mouth. I'm just drinking from the river.
And I'm not gonna tell him you can get sick from eating straight from a river. Then.
All right, that's good to know in the future. Haruki, make a survival check.
Survival. Alrighty.
Roll for disease.
22.
22. Okay. Haruki, being the Mr. Mom and taskmaster of the campground, has sat down, gotten a fire going, gotten you all tea, and even before Methanir, you finish your appreciative last sip, Haruki shows back up with 3 large bass-shaped fish.
Should I start cooking these?
Oh. Well,
Well.
thank you very much.
I know what I'm doing. I wake up then.
And I will
That's most
continue to prepare the
obvious.
fish and feed everyone for tonight.
Okay.
I cast Purify Food and Drink on that, but not on Malin's drinking.
Malin, make a dexterity saving. I'm joking.
Actually, make a constitution save.
Yeah.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh,
No. No one's good at those.
Hodor?
Around me, you are.
He's not
Oh, wait.
within 10 feet of you. 'cause
Yeah,
you're
no, I'm
off.
really far away. Yeah, I'm good.
oh wait.
Never mind.
so- actually,
Yes, make an intelligence saving throw.
Wait, what?
okay. This will be my one good roll.
Natural 20.
Hey,
Hey!
it's the
Nothing.
highest one I've had.
Nothing happened. I'm fucking with you.
God damn.
Yes.
Damn it. How's
Worst outcome.
Okay. You all sit there and settle into the night. Donaar, what is the one thing you wanted to do?
Blim, do you want to go first?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, just while
Oh,
I'm
I didn't say
sitting
the
there,
thumbs. I'm sorry.
while I'm sitting there, I don't really care if anyone notices. But if anyone's looking, I basically take my hand, and I sort of run it over the scar across my neck. And also, I take my left hand and I sort of just like rub my shoulder, which is, covered in clothes or whatever, but rub my shoulder. Not in like a painful way, but sort of like a memory reminiscing type way. And that's it.
I'm old and blind. I don't see it.
Would my passive perception catch this?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm pretty perceptive.
I mean, I'd say anybody with a passive perception over probably 14 could see this, but it's up to you whether you would act on it.
I will inquire.
Mine is 14, so.
So you would notice it.
Oh, good.
I see
14 or
Haruki
14 or
inquiring.
So I will wander over and kind of sit down next to him. I'm assuming you're propped up against a tree.
Yep, always.
Alright, we'll sit down next to him and be like, what's going on there, champ?
Dad talk. The dad talk.
Do you like a girl? I just look at him.
Do I notice anything funny with his neck?
Make a perception check.
Perception. 20.
20. There is a noticeable discoloration in these scales in a very specific and jagged line across the front of his throat. It's almost like a quarter-inch thick. It's fairly wide.
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
What for?
I haven't been home in a while. And sort of like without even noticing, my hand goes a little bit to my shoulder and then back down. Like subconsciously, I don't even notice.
Well, home is a strange thing. Sometimes we leave out of duty or cause. And sometimes there isn't much of a home to go back to. But from what it sounds like, you still have a home to go back to.
As soon as you said there's no home to go to, I quickly turn around to look at you, and then with your next sentence sort of relax a bit. No, it's still there. I just want to make sure it stays that way.
True, and this is why we were heading out there.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So, there's nothing to be worried about. I mean, we've already killed one semi-god thing. What worse could be in our way?
I look at him and I don't even smile. There's death, and then there's death. And this is the second. And I'll just turn back to looking at the river.
Well, you are not alone in death. You never will be. And we never are. It's what we do in life and our actions that will always reverberate throughout history and time. And I know you have a good heart. So let's make sure we leave this mark on this world.
I don't answer, but I flex my hand a little bit. Just
Like as a shoo away, or?
No, like as a... Oh, you don't see it.
Yeah,
as a fist type flexing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how fingers...
He's tensing his fist to almost unconscious.
Yeah.
Like the Arthur meme?
Yes.
I'll just sit with him and listen to the water.
Rethanir, what did you want to do? I'm sorry, I missed that before.
No worries. So I do have commune prepared.
Okay.
And I believe I still have some holy water.
You do.
So, I would like to sit a little apart from the group and cast that spell.
You're a communist.
And then I would like to, in that state, ask Kalimvor, the one who travels with us, Malin, is he evil?
You kind of sit there for a moment, and you blink once, and you blink twice, and on the second blink, there is nothing but blackness around you. But familiar. He has walked a dark path, though not always of his own choosing.
And the newcomer, Silvarin, is he to be trusted?
He's a devout of nature, and all those who worship the brightness of the cycle, and the necessity of life returning to the earth.
And finally, my lord, do you wish me to continue carrying the dark blade about which you warned me, or should I cast it into the wild?
Darkness exists in all of us, in all things. It is possible that that darkness need not be permanent. And with that, you blink one more time, and with an immediate rush, the senses and sounds and sights of your humble campsite come back to you.
Okay.
All right. As you all go to sleep, who is taking the first watch?
I will take first watch.
I'll sit with him.
I do not take first watch.
I will take first watch.
I've already said it. I
Oh,
have to,
okay.
to deal with the
Make up your mind.
consequences.
Jeez.
Alright, Spencer, settle down.
Now, Malin,
Yes, Grador.
well, I remember you were having previous thoughts on perhaps your issues with the gods.
Do you have any booze on you?
I don't think so at the moment, no.
Alright, carry on.
Well, I'm not saying that you should go one way or the other. Of course, the decision's always up to you. Just know that the Lord of Light, well, his goodness pervades everywhere, and he could always use another true warrior.
I don't believe the Lord of Light has helped me any time in my life. I'm not sure. I don't see no reason to help him. If that makes any sense.
Well, I'm not just saying you go into a back alley and have a handshake deal with him now. You know? Perhaps you communicate with him a bit first. Pray, perhaps, see if he answers.
Communication works both ways, Kurtzfaust.
One must seek the tutelage of those more powerful. One is not just given a guiding light, one must seek it.
And has this god given you missions before?
Why, yes, he has.
So he seeks the help of so-called lesser beings. If he is so powerful, why doesn't he do these things himself?
Well, let me tell you all about the Divine Gate. And so I do. Blah, 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 blah. Divine Gate, you can't do it because they can't go past the barrier of the Divine Gate, blah, blah, blah. Mixed worlds, separate worlds.
Okay, so they can only influence people, but, like, events they want to influence on this planet or flat object. I don't know if it's round or not. But
Ithacadecadehedron.
oh, okay.
Right, yeah.
It's a 20-sided die.
It just rolls on an axis.
Essentially, what he explains to you is that part of the ending of the Sealing War was the division of gods, both good and evil, as well as the very, very powerful fiends that existed upon the world, to be divided and given dominion over their specific planes of existence, and outside of specific callings, attenuation spells, rituals of various levels of magical prowess and power. It is very difficult for any of these entities to interact on more than just a guiding or vague way. Again, as part of the deal of making sure that the material plane was left primarily for the sentient mortal species that had taken a boat. The reason the Sealing War was fought was for the freedom of sentient races over the material plane.
Cool. Kurtzfaust, do you believe people have destinies?
It's a very interesting question. I believe it's... well, I've been guided by, of course, Palor. Perhaps that is a form of destiny for me. It seems when I first was granted his light that that moment was fated, and I've had some other testing moments that seem to be something of that sort. Perhaps.
Well, I too, Krenor, am guided by a mission. Something I feel is much more important than appeasing your gods. I've made my own friends to accomplish these means, and I don't think I need your Lord of the Light. And I sort of, as I'm explaining this, I subconsciously use prestidigitation to draw the symbol that I drew real good.
Oh.
Last game.
Oh.
on the body of like the river.
Okay. Krenor, make a perception check.
Yeah, please, thank you. Ooh. That will be a 19.
19. Okay. You notice him drawing this strange sigil. As he moves his hand, there's like an arcane light that stays behind. Make a religion check.
Ooh, here we go. My strength.
Get him.
17.
There's something evil
Alright. Wow. I keep
connected to whatever that symbol is. You don't know what, but what languages do you speak?
Celestial Common, Deep Speech, Gnomish, Undercommon.
Holy shit!
Alright.
Whoa.
Nothing that you recognize, but there is an unsettling nature just at the mere presence of this shape.
Okay.
That's it. That's the sign. That's what you feel.
The cruiser. I keep my expression carefully blank, and I believe I'm pretty good at that. I've seen some gruesome things. Well, just remember, you're also traveling amongst your friends here, should you need them.
I'm not so sure these friends, as you say, would be there. But I appreciate the notion nonetheless.
I will be here at the very least. You have my word on that.
Well, I have no reason to think you would forsake your word. So again, thank you.
I'm ready to do my watch, baby!
Oh! Who's
Okay.
watching? Yep.
The two of you can either make perception checks separately, or one can give advantage.
I don't feel comfortable giving him advantage right now.
Okay.
Okay,
Both of you
then I'm
make
good.
both of you make separate checks, please.
As perception.
Yes, please.
$21.
21. Okay. Krenor, as you look out into the darkness, that symbol it doesn't leave your mind. You lose focus, and you're trying to discern what about that symbol put you in such a funk. However, Maelin does hear what Krenor does not, which is the soft sound of something moving through the brush nearby, and the low feline growl.
Sorry, I was gonna nudge Krenor as soon as I heard that.
Okay, well, what you get to do is you get to roll initiative.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
shit.
cool.
Where's
Everyone
my
just-
music?
Wait, everyone or just them two?
Just those two.
Oh no, I never clicked the watch together link.
I want
The
my battle
dynamic
music.
duo. Okay.
Everyone else is asleep.
-2, baby.
50.
It's a good thing I got rid of all my attack spells.
Right?
Oh wait, I have guiding bolts up the butt.
Oh.
But you can certainly bane it to death.
I did not have Bane on because I ain't like that.
Oh,
Oh.
Is this our battle music? There's our battle. No.
Nope. I'm moving you guys to the map, and also making sure that both Sylvarin is not napping inside the campfire.
I
well,
suggested
he does.
I mean, he's resistant to fire damage, right?
We don't know he doesn't do that.
I can put music.
Guys, it's a really nice night out.
You're asleep.
I'm having a lovely meditation.
He's dreaming about us all hanging out and being friendly.
Maybe stroking a dog or something. Maybe a cat. I think it was a cat actually.
Meow.
Well, you can summon a great steed that's a cat, right?
All right.
can't?
So,
Is it-
and then hold on. Watch together.
I put my suggested song. Yeah.
All right. As the both of you turn to look, I have to move you guys over. That's right.
That-
Copy
Sorry.
paste.
Sorry.
The DM lair. We should get that like a room. Call it the DM lair.
I feel like
God,
he's
I'm
in it.
doing way too
Yeah.
much.
Um,
The church.
I
That's
know.
the-
I know.
Oh, dude, that's church.
I have a lot of tabs. I need to move you over.
Tabernacle.
Just start a new campaign in Roll20.
I
I'll
don't
tabble your knackle.
I don't like how this
Well.
doesn't let you like.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's not a church.
that's the other campaign.
Boo.
Oh, there we go.
Oh
Okay.
man.
We're
as-
fighting a rug?
It's
as-
gonna
No, it's a centipede.
As you
The
as you
sentient
peer
rug.
through what is now perched in a pouncing position, what looks to be a tiger, like a large like feline predator, but much larger. You can see as it kind of growls, its teeth are now kind of, its fangs kind of point out at curves along the sides as bony protrusions stick out from both the shoulders and the spine. Okay, what is the initiative order of you two?
15.
Wait, did we roll?
Nope, just
Not
those
you.
two, because they're the only ones that are awake right now.
Okay.
Trinor got 13. Malin got 15.
The rug.
And the rug. The dire tiger
The future
Um,
rug.
will also go to 15.
Shit.
Holy shit, Randy, your dex is high.
Sure.
For a caster, I mean, like, it's pretty high.
It's
Yeah,
dodging
it
the-
is, yeah.
We're dodging the haters.
Yeah, he's got a huge dex.
Actually, it's +3 after I took the alert.
Yes.
Malin,
Spencer says in the distance.
Dude, big decks, big problems.
It's true now.
So, Malin, you have a higher dex, so you have a drop on it.
What?
Stab the rug, stab it.
I yell very loudly, "Big cat! Big cat! Big cat!"
Apple OSX. Apple OSX.
Yep. Yes. Snow Panther. Bad update.
Okay, alright.
And I cast Witch Bolts at it at 2nd level.
Okay. Is it a ranged attack or is it a spell? Is it a saving
It's ranged.
throw? Okay, make a
Yeah,
ranged
it's a
spell
hit.
attack.
Oh, jeez, 13 to hit.
13 misses.
Uh.
It kind of sees the glow kind of and ducks down just as the bolt slams, almost kind of like nicking one of the bone protrusions from its shoulder, but there's no connection.
And I'm gonna use my movement to go behind Kernor.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
We just got him back, too.
Oh boy.
It is now the dire tiger's turn.
Did we wake everyone up?
I would say Melian could have used his bonus action for that shout, so...
And I don't fully sleep anyway, so...
So the rest of you, after this round, will roll initiative to get into this. So the rest of you just kind of hear, big cat, big cat, big cat! As this creature bounds its way towards the tiny, delicious morsel that is Krenor.
So delicious.
And is going to take a multi-attack with its...
I have a plate mail armor.
Okay, it's going to attack you with both its bite and its claw. So first is the bite. That's a 10 to hit for the bite. So kind of bring your shield up, knock it to the side. That's a natural 20 on the second.
Oh no.
For the
Normal
claw.
to pieces.
So you suffer
I do.
doodly doodly doo. 23 points of slashing damage.
What the fuck?
I rolled a 10 on a d10. So as the claw, as you bat the mouth, the maw to the side, and kind of, as it does, it kind of uses its kind of turns back to you, rakes across, and you're kind of like, oh, I got that for, oh my god, as the claw launches into the side of you. It's your turn.
It's my turn. Well, I would like to immediately cast Spirit Guardians at 3rd level.
Nice.
Okay.
I grab my holy symbol, and it begins to glow with the yellow light of Pelor, and then my Spirit Guardians are going to be little shuriken-looking things, kind of like something like that.
Like shurikens?
Those are going to float around, and
Genzo!
Whoa!
okay.
Praise
and-
the sun.
Or maybe just little angels holding those and wearing the symbol on their tabards or something. Anyway,
Okay.
on a failed save, and okay. And then as a bonus action, I can cast Cantrip, right?
No. One spell per action.
I always forget. Okay. Okay. So I can't do Spiritual Weapon.
No, because you already cast a spell.
Okay. That's it.
Okay.
Get
Alright.
up!
Alrighty. We're going to take this time to roll initiative, and also if anybody would like to run to the bathroom or refresh their drink really quickly while we do
I
this.
could go for another one of your delicious beers.
So let's take a very, very quick break. We'll do that.
Ooh, I rolled decent initiative.
Gil,
Yeah?
did he leave?
Yeah, he's long gone.
Oh,
He went to go get a slice of pizza.
dang. Well, just to let you guys know, that pendant, not good.
What pendant?
Yeah, well,
That's
we gathered.
It's really not good, especially on the fucking person whose archetype is about, rolling with advantage to get more crits.
Yep.
Really
I
really
feel like-
not helpful.
Roll.
There's something about you having characters with bad necklaces.
Yeah, it's a theme.
I'm surprised.
But this one wasn't my fault,
Donaar-
nor was the other. So
Yeah. I'm surprised Donaar gave it to you. Not saying anything.
question.
No, I'm gone.
Breezy Pop.
He's gone.
He's also
No,
gone.
everyone's
Everyone
gone.
you care about is gone.
When a weapon gets a +1, is it also a +1 to damage too?
He's not here.
I don't know. I'm asking in general from other
Oh.
people's D&D knowledge.
Let me look it up.
What's the question?
with Blackheart, do I get a +1 to damage as well? Because it makes my longsword a +1 on top of the necrotic roll, or is it just the necrotic roll?
So it essentially, if the weapon is not already magical, it makes it a +1 magic weapon. So
And-
+1 to hit and damage.
Okay.
And then it also gives you the additional D6 necrotic.
Okay. Cool. Okay. I'll edit that now.
Oh yeah, the necklace. Necklace is good.
No, you fuck.
What?
My entire archetype is about rolling to get advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh.
The more crits, the more I die.
No, you're fine.
What?
Look, Ralphie? Do you want to know what Donaar knew?
None of that.
He knew. Oh, this is good for weapons. There's something bad about it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, well, I'm about to find out.
Maybe. You know what you have in the party?
Yeah.
4 people who can remove it.
Yeah, but it's not going to be... Well, Haruki's trust in you is not going to depreciate in value after he tried to help you and see what was going on, champ.
Not after. That was before.
Yeah, but now he's going to be like, and you knew that this was bad, and you let me have it this entire time?
Look, I went out of my way to say I didn't know that it was bad. Plus,
Right.
you saw it stuck to my chest.
I've returned.
So Varn, what's your initiative?
Oh, what's my initiative?
Yeah.
Oh, we were
0.
Or roll initiative. Roll initiative.
17.
17. All right.
So this fight's gonna be over before I wake up.
All right. All right. Top of the round. Oop, nope. Top of the round, Rethenir.
Hey, alrighty. I'm gonna pop up from my meditation kneel, turn around, and I'm gonna charge into this thing's face, taking my shield off and getting the Warhammer and not Light Drinker off my back.
And it feels so good.
Actually, no, I'm not gonna take the Warhammer off my back. Because instead, I'm going to cast Vampiric Touch and reach out towards this thing with my hand wreathed in, like, dark gray smoke.
Alrighty. Make a melee spell attack.
And I'm going to cast it at 2nd level, because why not? Alrighty. 14.
14 just hits.
Oh, sweet. Alrighty. Wait, it's a 3rd level spell, so I cast it at 3rd level, because that's what I do. Alright, so it's going to take 3d6 necrotic damage, and I do believe that I can also use my Channel Divinity with this.
Yes, you can.
So I'm gonna do that. Oh, okay, so that's 9 necrotic damage from the spell itself, which would heal me, but I'm not hurt. Plus an additional 23 necrotic damage. So that's 32 total.
32 points of necrotic damage. Fair enough.
Just like drain moisture and vitality from the spot that I hit.
You see one of its right claw almost seems to like wither and contract up into its body, like the musculature is being withered before you almost, as it kind of sits the paw down and kind of roars in your face. Pain and surprise. It is. Is there anything else we should do?
That's all I got.
All right, Sylvarin.
Alright, I am going to... I am going to use Thorn Whip.
Whip.
Thorn Whip from where I am.
Yo, Silvari going in!
Okay, so make I believe a ranged spell attack.
It says melee spell. I don't know if there's any difference.
Same thing. So make a spell attack. Wait, if it's a melee, you have to be up in his face.
I mean, it says the range is 30 feet on the mofo.
So there are some melee attacks that have range. So
Long violent. Make a melee. Okay, yeah. So it's 30 feet height. So make a spell attack. Make a melee spell attack.
Okay. Sorry. Trying to find where it
means
says.
you can do them as like opportunity attacks, or they don't have disadvantage if they're too close to you.
Oh boy.
Oh no!
Natural.
Oh no!
Strong opener for your character.
Truly.
Whip somebody in the ass cheek.
Unfortunately,
Ow!
Donaar is still getting up.
That's
and,
effective!
and as he's getting up, he kind of like posts up with his shield, and which it just completely knocks the thorn over to the side.
It's just a warning.
Gave him a rat tail.
Little love tap.
Little log tap.
Alrighty, Malin, it's your turn.
Love tap.
Malin is not here.
Awkward.
I hear him.
Malin.
He's just gonna use Fireball on Donaar.
What?
The entire party's together.
Everyone gets resistance.
Considering technically him and the tigers are going at the same time,
Come at me, bruh! Come at me, bruh!
Come at me.
so
Again.
You died already.
Do it again.
The dire tiger is going to look at you with round. And what Malin failed to notice are the two answering roars.
Oh.
I was waiting for that, which is why I did Spirit Guards. By the way, you have to roll a Wisdom save.
On the creature's turn, yes, but I'll get to that in a second. Hot second. Don't worry. The hottest of seconds.
Oh, baby, baby.
I'm already feeling the spice.
Wait, John, did you designate the area of Spirit Guardians?
Around me.
It's a 15-foot radius around.
It's okay. I didn't know it was an aura.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It follows him around.
Oh,
They've been using it wrong.
I'm enjoying the music.
And
And if I had it prepared, I would have used it too, but...
I'm also just going to assume that Krenor designated everyone in the party to not be affected by it. Because
Except Malin, obviously.
That melee.
so that means that's why the rest of you aren't making constant wisdom saving throws. So first the damaged dire tiger is going to go, and it does have to make its wisdom saving throw.
The second's real hot. Here we go.
Rolled a natural 1.
Nice.
Baby, it takes extra damage. JK, I wish.
All right, so I believe its speed is halved.
That's always what happens. The failed save is damage. Which is 18.
18.
I figured out what a D8 is.
It's the double pyramid.
Takes 18 points of radiant damage. There you go. As the creature kind of bellows out, it's not looking too great. And is doing so is going to take the disengage action. Actually, no, it's not that smart. It's just scared. It's a tiger.
Give me its eye.
And is going to turn around and attempt to sprint away using half movement, 15 feet, and then get just about
its doofus.
there. So Krenor and Rethanir can both take attacks of opportunity.
Alright, and because of Warcaster, I'm going to use Vampiric Touch again.
And it has half speed.
Right, so until it leaves your area.
Yep.
So he has moved to 40 feet, so he took to move out of the 15 feet. It took 10
Okay,
or like 5, we'll say. So that's as far as he's able to get on his turn. Its turn,
So-
excuse me.
So 23 on my vampiric touch.
That hits. If I rolled a 19, that also hits.
And I dealt 13 necrotic.
3 regular person damage.
Okay, so. Nope. 13. Okay. It looks messed up, but it's still going.
Oh.
Okay.
However, the 2 back here, the first one is going to run at you, Sylvarin. And is going to make a pounce attack on you because it is moving at least 20 feet towards you. So it runs, leaps into the air, claws has 10. And then it's gonna attack you. That's a 17 to hit. Sylvarin.
Oh, I didn't realize that was me.
Yeah, so two more dire tigers appeared behind you, and the one moved up to make a pounce attack. So it like jumped in the air and it's pouncing at you. Rolled a 17. You.
Yeah, that hits me.
That hits. Okay, so you do first and foremost you suffer
Nice.
5 points of slashing damage as the claw. I then need you to make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Gotcha.
11.
11.
So it knocks you prone.
Oh no.
Nice.
Hot.
With it standing on top of you, and it gets to now make a bite attack as a bonus action because it has knocked you prone. And because you were prone, it has advantage.
Way.
Oh, was nice meeting you.
Strong opener.
Alright, so that's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that one also hits, yeah.
That hits, okay. You suffer 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Okay. But it's now standing there, its claws pressing into you as the teeth have just raked through your side. You're trying to push your wooden shield up in the way, and it blocks some of it, but you can still feel the razor-like teeth dig into your into your forearm. The second one is going to move. Let's see.
Mr. Breezy, I forgot something.
Okay. Can I finish the tiger's turn and then you can remind me at the end? Because we also have to go back to Malin's turn as well. Cool. Unless it's going to significantly affect these 2 tigers. No, you got it. Okay. Oh, excellent. So this one is going to run up towards you, Malin, and in a similar fashion is jumping into the air.
He has to make a save.
He misses.
So as soon as they enter, so he has to make the wisdom save. See if he can make there.
His speed's slow no matter what.
Speed is no matter what. He rolled a 15.
It's half damage if he makes it.
Just made it. So
he just makes it, so he doesn't take any damage. His speed is half.
he takes half.
Um,
Half damage. 5 damage.
okay. 5 radiant damage. However, even half with what he had left at that point is just enough to get him up to Malin.
Damn.
Actually, hold on. 15. Yeah, it's just on the cusp of what would have of what would have done. So it's going to make an attack against you, Malin. By the way, you want 2 more tigers showed up that you weren't able to detect
Yes.
your thing. However, only rolls an 8 to hit you.
Oh, he misses.
He misses.
Hey.
Okay.
That bitch.
So, however, it's going to, because it used pounce, it can't use multi-attack. So, kind of lands to the side there. Kind of, some of its fur seems to be slowly being singed ever so slightly by the radiance of Krenor's spirit guardians. This guy's right up on you, Solarin. We skipped your turn because you had the same initiative as the tigers. However, you're back and the tiger's turn just ended. Krenor, what did we forget?
I roll a d8 when I do a weapon hit for more holy damage.
Yes, you do, because you are a
Holy diver.
Holy diver.
That's an extra 4 damage to that running tiger.
Well, you know his stripes, but you know he's clean. Tiger looking even more rough, but still.
Damn it!
It's on the it's on the cusp. It's you guys are you're not the meal this thing thought it was finding. Malin, it is your turn after a second dire tiger had appeared out of nowhere, it charged at you and just barely were able to dodge out of the way as it tried to pounce and pin you to the ground. But it is right up in your face.
Okay, yeah, it's really right up in there.
Up in here? Up in here.
Up in here.
Up in here. Okay. Okay, so spells, or I guess ranged attacks in general, have disadvantage if the creature is in your face.
Yeah, it's within 5 feet of you, so any ranged attack you disadvantage.
So a spell that has a range of 10 feet, would that still be subject to that?
Does the spell say you make a ranged spell attack?
I extend my hand toward a creature I can see within range.
What's the spell?
Poison spray.
Poison spray. Okay.
I think that's okay.
So that doesn't matter. It just has to make a constitution. You don't roll to hit. It rolls to see if it makes a constitution.
Okay. Okay, so it has to make a con 18 save.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. I don't think it makes it. No, it definitely doesn't.
Oh, swag. Okay.
Because it's a bitch.
Rolled a 9.
It's 17 damage.
17 points of poison damage. Very nice.
Pew, pew, pew.
You all of a sudden watch as this tiger grows to exponential. I'm just joking.
Actually gained 17 health.
It all of a sudden becomes a tiger dragon.
It becomes a poisonous tiger dragon.
Tiger mat.
It becomes,
Tiger
becomes a table dragon.
You all of a sudden find that you're fighting the cast of what was it? Thundercats.
Oh no!
Yes.
Ah, Chira.
Give me sight beyond sight. Nah, bite. Okay. So yeah, that was rough for the tiger.
Yep. And I say I have the power, and I use my movement to not go anywhere.
Okay. Haruki, it's your turn.
Wait, isn't Krenor with a 13?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I don't know why they did that. Krenor, it's your turn.
Please come back to my holiness, thank you. And I would like to, with my bonus action, cast. And I before you even do it, I know what you're saying. I know what I'm gonna do here. I'm going to cast 3rd level again. That thing that heals far away, healing word.
Okay.
3d4 plus 2. I'm too lazy to roll.
On whom?
Oh yes. The guy that got jumped, that wasn't me. Silverin.
It's your new drinking friend that you didn't drink with.
Yeah, that guy.
Silvarin.
Hi.
3d4 plus 2. You heal 9, and I heal
Oh.
5.
By the way,
Oh.
Sylvarin, whenever you get a chance, if you could please update your stats both on Roll20 as well, it just helps me keep track of things because I use that.
Yep. Yeah. Sorry, I'm doing it in.
Yeah.
Just
Oh no.
study.
If nothing else, if you could just put like your health, that's all I require for
I
Roll20.
get that in now.
And then I'd like to run my short old legs over here and be like, "Hey, Tiger, get off my new friend."
Alrighty. Haruki, it is your turn.
Nice.
Haruki suffers from some indigestion from some semi-uncooked fish.
Okay, so I have to use half my movement to get up. Correct.
I haven't been applying it before. I'll say it. Thank you for being diligent about that, but I didn't put that on anybody else, so I'm not going to put that on you because I didn't think.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will run 35 feet out to this tiger that's fleeing, and I will attack him twice.
Mm-hmm. Roll your attacks.
So that's an 18 plus 9, and that is a 15 plus 9. So I believe both hit.
They both hit roll them. Doesn't even matter, even if you roll minimum damage. You kind of run up, right up to the next to it, and with a deft motion, as you went up, right up to it, like about its like shoulder area, you stab your sword into it, right in between the break between the jawline and where the collarbone would be, kind of right through the throat. And the creature kind of stumbles, and you kind of feel your body pulled forward from the sheer weight of the creature. However, it kind of it stumbles as a half turn and lays there broken and dead. You went over and you pick your sword up, and the creature is the large bony tiger is no more.
Big saving
And
throw.
I will use my action surge.
Okay.
And
Oh, you got that again.
I will run back to the one
Don't
next.
think you can move on your action surge. You can just take an additional actions.
Is it?
He could dash, right? He could dash on his action.
You could take the dash action if you wish.
Are you,
but
I thought when you used an action surge, you got your movement again.
it's-
Or is it just
no,
your
it's-
actions?
It's just your action.
Okay, no, fine. Okay, so I will use my action surge. I will use my action to dash.
Yeah, that's fine.
And because of Charger, I will use my bonus action to make one attack at the.
Yeah. Absolutely, that is totally legitimate.
Cool. No, I honestly thought that action surge is.
So action surge doesn't give you a full turn. It just gives you
Okay. It was just another set of actions and bonus actions.
correct. Well, not a set
Not
of
even
bonus
bonus actions. Just
just
action.
Oh, it's
another
literally
action.
just the action? Oh shit!
Yes,
I've been
that's why
literally
it's called
using
Dagger,
action surge
dagger.
wrong then.
That's why
Dagger.
that's called action
Dagger.
surge, not
Got
turn
you.
surge.
Okay,
free
okay,
turns.
okay, cool. So then I would have enough actions to do that because I didn't use my
no,
bonus.
this
Okay,
makes
cool,
sense.
cool,
This
cool.
what you're doing now. This is totally fine.
Cool. So one attack.
Yes.
So that's a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Okay. Attack. So 17 to hit. So it's 1d10. 1d10. And then 1d6 necrotic.
Yes. So you're adding all that's changed is you're adding an additional +1 to whatever you roll for damage and to hit beforehand, and then if you hit an additional d6 of
D6,
necrotic on
okay.
top of that.
And then because of Charger, I get a +5 on the damage because I hit.
Correct.
So that is 11, 16 points of slashing and 2 points of necrotic, so 18 points of damage total.
Very nice. You kind of after giving the quick death blow, Sekiro style, to the dire tiger up to the north, you sprint over, and with a kind of like a half flip flourish, bring your sword down in a commanding strike that kind of glances off the brow of the creature, but leaves this long gash along the side of its face. And as you all watch that, as this blow connects, there is a black burst of energy as soon as the sword connects. Only those with dark vision really see it. So actually, Mr. Human, I forgot, but going forward, because I don't. This was cool, so I don't want to retcon any of it. But going for the next round, Mr. Human, there is very low light around the campfire itself and complete darkness.
Gotcha.
So, going forward, we need to keep that in mind.
Cool.
But for those of you who have dark vision, you do see there is this like weird discoloration pulse of energy around his sword that wasn't there before as he hits the creature. Not unlike when Talash laid into all of you with his glaive.
Ow.
Haruki, anything else you wish to do?
No, that is it.
Alrighty. Donaar, it's your turn.
So I would just like to point out, not only am I last in initiative, every other person got double digits. Just saying.
You need your
Okay.
sleep.
Can I see this thing? Because you said there wasn't a lot of light.
Do you have dark vision?
I do not. But he's also on top of Silverin.
He's on top of Silvarin, and the campfire has burnt low enough. There's low light within about a 15-foot radius of the camp.
Okay.
So you can it's kind of like peering through the darkness. You can see like half of a creature. It's it's kind of unsettling from a certain perspective.
Okay.
Shadow
I'm
tag.
gonna walk.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna use that in the future.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run up to him
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Blinding Smite, which is a 3rd level spell. And I'm gonna attack him twice with my sword.
Alrighty. So the first one that hits gets blinding smite.
Yeah, first attack. Damn, it's so close. Natural 19, so
That hits.
29.
Yep.
Okay. Before I roll the next attack, just make a con save 16. I just want to know if I have advantage or not.
Fails.
So blind, if I'm not mistaken, gives me advantage, right?
I don't believe blind does.
I thought it did, but
Let me look it up. I will look it up. Don't worry.
I'm worried.
Krenor, I know you're worried.
he's always worried.
You should always be worried when you're fighting something that has
yeah.
multi-attack.
Yes, no, you were correct. Attack rolls against a creature that is blinded has advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Cool.
Can't
And I'm
see
gonna,
automatically fails any ability, of course. Yep. No.
do you want me to
So
do damage first, or do you want me to just do the second attack first?
well, the second attack first with
Okay.
advantage.
24 and damn it, 26. Okay.
So definitely hits. First one gets the smite damage.
Okay, so first attack is 4d8. 5, 6,
Paladins, man.
Pew,
13,
pew.
13 plus 6, 19 on the first attack.
Oof.
And then we're sleeping anyway, right?
The tiger explodes.
Can I put a Divine Smite into the second attack?
Yeah, that's.
I'll put a second level into that, so another 4d8.
It is not a fiend or undead.
5.
But it is about to explode.
I rolled another 13, so another 19 points of damage, so 38 total between the two attacks.
So 19 for the second hit.
I rolled not that well.
And yet, the tiger went from looking really happy and hungry to what?
And you tell me if I can do this. But do you remember how when we were fighting the wood dragon, the table dragon,
Oh, Jesus Christ!
before that we were fighting humans that were transformed?
Yes.
You remember how I was yelling, "I don't want to do this. We come in peace." I'm doing the same thing as I attack.
Okay. As you smite, roughly half the thing's health away. Carving it through the bone on several occasions. Viscera, gore, and ichor spilling from this creature in these semi-exploded smite-filled wounds. You scream out, "We come in peace."
Listen, they didn't come in peace. I'm saying we come in peace.
They're tigers.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Okay, top of the round. Rathan, you're
Hey, buddy. All right. Well, that one's blind. Oh, what?
You are now in the river for some
Oh,
reason.
you know, and I happen to have control water prepared, so that's cool. Now I'm gonna just turn back this way, run up to this bad boy, and make another vampiric touch attack with advantage because it's still blind.
Okay, how many third level spell slots do you have?
No, it's concentration, so I can keep using it so long as I have
you're right.
concentration
Yes,
on it.
Right, you're absolutely right. Yes, you're correct.
It lasts for a minute, so
Yeah, you.
otherwise it would kind of suck.
You suck.
Totally
Thank
fine,
you.
my friend.
That is a 24 to hit.
I think that hits.
I think so too. And it's going to go ahead and take 11 necrotic damage.
Alright, creature continues to look super not great as you place your hand over one of the giant wounds that Dndnatur just left up on it, and as you draw your hand away, you see blood flicker and fly into your hand. Dndnatur, this unsettles you extremely, by the way. The way that he's able to draw the blood, and it sinks the life force away from the creature.
It's got the good suck.
We got rid of your sword.
You're right.
Randy.
I don't have any spicy bonus actions, so that's all I got.
Cool. Sylvarin, it's your turn. You're prone. You're not grappled. You're not restrained. It just knocked you prone. And then through both the actions of Donaar and Rathan doing some fucking great damage, it is definitely not pinning you down, so if you wish to move, you would still take half your movement to get up, but nothing is keeping you from doing that.
Then I'm gonna do that.
Alright, so use half your movement to get up.
And then this thing is like literally still right next to me, right?
Oh yes, no, it's you guys are all up in its business and to each other.
Yeah, can I shillelagh that mofo?
Go for it.
Chicago.
Only if you say it with the proper Irish accent.
Can I shillelagh that?
Please never again.
Reminder.
I regret everything.
Never ask me to do accents. Oh fuck, I didn't roll the right thing.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, well I would have rolled plus 4 more on top. Oh wait, no wait. I'm supposed to roll... I would have rolled plus 4 on top of that, yeah, so it would have been...
What, 11?
An 11.
Not a... What the fuck did you do?
Oh boy.
Oh my god, what just happened?
Oh my gosh, come on,
What did
Korean
you just create?
Oh my god.
Come on.
So, out of all of that, an 11 doesn't hit.
Oh wait, what was rolled?
John?
Kernor just broke the universe.
Was that a
It's casual.
permutation? What was that?
Well, I guess
Because
that's all I'm doing.
So this is what happened. You typed in you rolled a 3 plus 4, which gave you a 7, and then you told me it's a 4 on top of that, which is an 11, which doesn't hit, and then you put rolling 99999.
That wasn't me. That was Krenor. That was
Yeah, that was
Krenor.
John.
That was Cranor, yeah.
John is the
Krenor.
saboteur here.
Krenor.
Okay, great. Krenor, go fuck yourself.
7
sorry.
is way less.
11 does not hit, I'm sorry. Anything else you wish to do in your turn?
Cry.
Okay, you start.
Every time.
Malin, it's your turn.
Yes. Okay. So, from what I gather, if it's a roll, like a saving throw for the enemy, there's no disadvantage, I guess? Or...
Technically not.
Technically.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Then, I'm gonna lightning bolt this guy in front of me.
Okay. So
Is this
it needs
gonna
to make it.
zap me?
It shouldn't.
You're gonna get the good zuck.
I'm assuming you're aiming it in like this.
Yeah, like I'm not aiming at Haruki. I'm aiming at
So
Tiger.
Haruki, like your hair kind of like stands on end a little bit, like on your forearms and your head, but like you were not affected. You were just out of the range of the spell.
Gotcha.
All right, it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, 18 dex save.
It rolled a 17.
Nice.
15 plus 2. It takes 4,962,680,382
Well, no. Fortunately, it's only 20.
points of damage. Okay.
Slightly less, but
Okay. So, and did you add your extra because you're a sorcerer for the storm? Did you add your extra damage to that?
oh yeah, wow!
Don't you get some extra? Don't you get extra juice?
I
because
do get that. Wow, kudos on you for remembering that.
I have to.
Yeah, it's like it's your job.
You're taking my gerb.
Yeah, so he takes 4 extra damage.
An additional 4 damage. Cool. All right. So you send the bolt of pulsing electrical energy up, and the creature, the dire tiger, kind of stands there and jolts. It is not looking good or happy, but it's still alive.
I look at it and I say, "You're not looking good."
Okay. It's the tiger's turn. So.
Make a saving throw.
They are both in it. The top one. Okay, so we'll do the top one first. Rolled a natural 4, so no.
And it melts. That's 21 damage.
Okay. This
20.
one. Okay. Still. This one you watch as the radiant fire as they spin through these like sun-shaped shurikens, kind of spin through. They kind of cut through the tiger, and kind of eventually, as it sways back and forth, kind of falls to the ground, destitute. The other one.
Gotta get away.
Nope.
Okay.
It rolled a 3.
12 damage.
12 damage, okay.
Because that's a bet.
Clutch AF Spirit Guardians.
It's a pretty great spell.
It is.
Spirit Guardians is fantastic, especially in like a group setting.
Yeah. What's up, groupies?
Alright, however, seeing that you're the source of these spells after taking multiple times and being enraged and close to death, seeing its pack fall before it, this enraged tiger is going to go on a full round of multi-attack against you, Krenor,
It's my little angels. I did nothing.
that are floating continuously out of view.
Rah! Bees!
Bees.
Alright, so
It's the
gonna make a-
bees knees.
It's going to make a bite and claw attack against you. Wow. Grog
Fuck
Dice, you are not a fan of tigers, apparently. That's a natural 2, so no, it does not
No.
hit you.
It suffers 1 point of shame damage.
Yeah.
Ching 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 ching. Shame.
And then it rolled a 19 on the claw.
Fine. I'll give it that.
Alright. You suffer 8 points of slashing damage.
Just waiting for, like, the daddy tiger. That's where we'll go for break.
I already had a break, motherfucker.
You
Alright.
stupid bed.
That's its turn. Krenor, you're up.
Oh, my. Well. I'm a little fearful since last battle, as this is my first one since the previous. And I will cast the one where I touch myself and heal
Oh.
at 4th level.
Healing masturbation.
What?
Sexual healing.
There
I'm
you
sorry, thank you.
There you
Okay,
I-
Rentos.
I was waiting for the proper wordage of the spell. By the great bard Marvin Gaye.
And I heal myself for a nice amount there. And then I can't do anything else.
Yep, that's life.
Alrighty, Haruki, it is your turn.
Oh.
And
Wait, what?
What?
I will sprint headlong at this bitch.
All right.
And then
Make it just. Are you going like direct route right at the thing?
Yes.
Okay. Just make a general acrobatics check to see if you can how well you get over the body of this large tiger, or like dire tiger, as you sprint towards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not a
Athletic
good plus.
shoulder check it.
Ooh, natural 20.
That's
Oh.
20. With a casual wink and body roll, you're able to kind of like parkour easily over.
parkour.
Did you take the mithril armor or no?
I did not take the mithril
You did
armor.
not. Okay. So there's a little bit of a clank and a clunk to it, but it's you feel even in your old age you showed off your agility pretty well.
And then I will make my 2 attacks.
Go for it.
Perception. Do I have to do anything? Low light.
Your attacks are well. Let's see. It's within. You are just within. You are within the low light of the campfire,
Okay.
so you can see the general outline of it. I'd say it has half cover technically, so it has a slight bonus to AC.
Okay. That's a 16 plus 9, so 25
That hits.
to hit.
Yep.
And then another 25 to hit.
Also hits.
So that is 5, 10 points of slashing. 7 points of slashing, 3 points of necrotic. And then on the other
Okay.
one, it is 8 points of slashing, 4 points of necrotic for a total of 12.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Hey.
Can I run up the thing's back and just plunge the blade into its skull?
Oh yeah, with ease too, especially with that previous agility check. You slash once at the back tendon of one of the legs, and it causes the creature to kind of falter and make this perfect like creature focused ramp. And you run up the creature and jump at the very last section as you reach its shoulder blades with a half leap, bring down blade piercing right where the skull would end, in between where the skull ends and the vertebrae starts, cutting what you assume to believe the spinal column completely in two. The creature immediately just you kind of slide down the head and jump off, and you land about 5 feet behind both Sylvarin and Krenor with a swift flourish of your blade and a half smile on your face.
I will flick the blood off the blade and then sheath it real quick.
What? Tigers.
At least there were no lions or bears.
Oh my.
God!
I survived that one, guys.
Rathaneer, you feel yourself being overcome to reach in and grab the sword light drinker out of the bag of holding.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Wait, really?
No! God.
I don't know how powerful it really is.
I open the bag of holding and I reach in. I'm kidding. I'm not
Power of
that dumb.
every time a pun is made, my power
No, no.
That'd be a pretty great item.
Oh
Just
god,
saying.
I need to make that item now.
No,
The
it's
Sword of
fine.
1,000 puns.
It's called the Punisher.
Oh,
It's
Oh,
literally
God.
and
And on that note, Donaar crawls back to sleep.
it's a bard's worst nightmare.
In the
It's
carcass of
literally-
the tiger.
it's just Mike Sooth at that
It's
point.
And I thought they
bard's
spelled
best
that on the
friend.
outside.
Ralphie, it's a bard's best friend.
Hmm.
It's everyone else's worst nightmare.
Just don't
All
give
right.
it to Randy.
So you all don't move the bodies?
Yeah, I guess we'll move the bodies a little bit.
I say, well, I warned you guys. I guess I'm not such a bad guy. And I lay my head down on the carcass of the tiger next to me.
While I pull it away.
Okay, so Malin, you put your head down.
Fuck. I go to the next tiger.
I'm starting to move that one.
This one takes a bit longer. You're just about to lay your head down. Oh fuck! Where the tiger go?
Acrobatics check.
Funk! Your head hits the back of the hits the ground, cold hard ground.
I'm defeated. I just stay down.
Feeding a sandwich only makes it tastier.
Okay, who's staying awake for the second watch?
I will stay awake for the second launch.
As will I.
Oh, this is a legitimate question. I typed it out before. Have we, as a party, ever talked about Donaar taking watches or no?
I just assume it's a bad idea at this point, but
But has anyone said it to Donaar?
No.
Okay, then
I
I'll
would
take the
know
third
it's
watch.
bad.
If we get there, I'll take the third watch.
Malin Rethnir, roll separate perception or
wait, is it Manlin or is it
I'm
Haruki?
sorry, Huuki. I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
Um, And I will cast light on Haruki's blade if he wants to make use of it. So
Wait, are we rolling together or?
that's up to you.
I'll give you advantage.
Alrighty. I will use that sweet
You
guidance.
will guidance yourself.
48.
Ooh, that's a natural 19 for a total of 29.
That's it.
Next 2 hours of your watch pass. You notice the river taking the bodies of the two dire tigers that you moved out of the way down. There's a moment where you hear another, and you kind of put a hand, very slowly you put a hand out to Haruki. And you, with your dark vision, you watch as a fourth one goes up to the body of the slain one that was not moved. Looks around.
Slowly reaching for my hammer.
Does a circle around the body. And then settles down next to it. Begins licking the back of its paw. You all are awakened briefly by the night-splitting roar of another feline beast. But except for Krenor. And then easily fall back asleep. Third and final watch.
I'll take it.
Is it possible for me to take this? Or
Not if you want to regain any of the spells of you.
okay. Yeah.
Or you could, but it would be pushing the group. Like, you would have to take a longer rest, and it would be set back a couple hours to leave in the morning.
Alright, never mind.
Guess it's time to take a risk.
Before the watch starts, I don't see the tiger. Rethy, was there another tiger?
There is another tiger, but I do not believe it means us harm.
Where is it?
Back by its slain kin. I believe it mourns.
Can I, I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals
Okay.
and take a torch and gingerly walk over.
You take a torch or you do not take a torch?
I do take a torch.
Okay. So you wait for Rethanir and Haruki to... Do you wait for them? Do you like beeline, or are you waiting for them to...
No, I'm walking very gingerly, like...
No, I mean, like, are you waiting for Rethanir and Haruki to settle in, or like as you're changing shifts, essentially?
Oh, as I'm changing shifts. As soon as I woke up and he said that the tiger's still there, I'm...
Alright, so as he starts to do that, I'll stay standing up.
Okay. So Donaar, you walk, and you don't get very far before you hear, and you can see the low rumbling. And you can see the light refracting in the eyes, that iridescent, like luminous glow in a creature that can see in the dark.
Yeah.
Look back at you.
Yeah, I can't speak with animals. I don't know if this works, but I'm sorry. We were attacked in the middle of the night. It was either your brethren or us. Trust me. I would have preferred for this to not happen.
Make a persuasion check.
9 plus 8, 17.
17. Stands up. Walks up to you.
I don't back down. I'm not, just so we're clear, my body language isn't like aggressive.
Oh, I know.
I'm just not like taking a step back or anything.
Yep. Gets right up and close to your face, right up in front of you. Turns around, walks past the body of its beforehand, and you watch as it disappears out of line of sight of the torch.
I'll walk back to the campsite. I think we're fine. Malin, are you still? No, you weren't awake, right?
It was just Haruki and Rethanir.
Okay. I don't know. Was Haruki? Do you remember the owl bear that we had along the path? Were you there for that? I really don't.
Was that on the way to Frostfall?
I feel like that was
before Frostfall, so
That was to Trostfall, not Frostfall.
That was to Trostfall, so that would have been that was before.
Okay.
I remember the owlbear.
Yeah, no, I know Rethy does. I just wasn't sure if Haruki did.
No.
If there's ever animals that come across us, I'm not saying like tonight where they attack. I'm saying in general. try not to have your initial strike be to attack. Wake me up and I'll try to handle it. Again, not like tonight, not if they attack, but...
I understand where you're coming from, Donaar, but I'm pretty adept at when an animal is looking for blood or not. But I will.
I am not saying that I will not kill it. I just want to give it the chance to not make that mistake.
As is what we should do with all people.
I agree.
And I
That
will
gets
head to
like-
bed.
I'll settle back in for some more prayer.
Sleep takes you all. No, not you, Donaar.
No, I'm saying Krenor.
Oh.
Am I the only one on watch?
Yeah.
Wait, I thought Sylvarin was on watch.
Sylvar, did you wake up Sylvar, or did you just let him?
I mean, I was gonna wake up, but I didn't have a chance to.
You also only need 4 hours of rest, right? So
Sylvar, I mean, if you want to stay up to finish the watch for the Donaar, you could.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Ooh, almost a natural 20.
Sylvar, and if you want to make a perception check, if you wish.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that. Fitting.
Nothing overly concerning catches either of your attentions. The sound of the river beyond you is quite peaceful. And you both kind of watch in stoic silence as the sun slowly rises and gives light to the not necessarily deadly but quick and brutal battle that took place early in the night. And as you begin to rouse your companions for another day of travel along the long road towards wherever Donaar believes he needs to go, we will call it closed for the night.